What's this? Water.
You want some cereal?
What do I want? I want to fix this.
Well, it's unfixable.
He's just special, buddy.
He's just special.
Yeah, he's like unique. He's a one-of-one.
Mm-hmm.
But you want more special with toys.
Well,
I really want both of them so I can fight them.
You can fight them. He's got like a hook, like Captain Hook. He's like a pirate tiger.
No.
Alright, boys.
Oh, it's
Dad's gonna go ride the bike, okay? Hey, yo. You gonna come tell me goodbye too?
Yeah.
You will?
Oh no, I want more.
It is 7:08. I'm about to get my workout in for the day. Training's actually, it's been going really, really well, and my volume is starting to pick up. The goal, I believe I hit, I want to say 21 hours last week. So the goal moving forward is to hit that anywhere from 17 to 21 hours based off of what I can control, you know, and the weeks that I have full control, getting closer to that 21 hour mark. And really just what I've seen in this sport is the more time you put in and the more time you put in a controlled manner, meaning not like redlining your heart rate all the time, the rate of progress that you can make is crazy. For example, I just got some feedback from Natasha. So I did a ride on August 28th, which was a 3-hour ride. And then I just did that same exact ride on Sunday, which was 2 days ago, so September 15th. And I averaged 20 beats lower throughout the 3 hours consistently at the same power as what I did on the 28th. So it's super rewarding to go through this process because I'm so green to this and this is also new to me. But just like you put in the time, you do the work, you follow the plan, you don't alter the plan, and then just the progress is there. So I've enjoyed, more than anything, just enjoyed this time. And one thing too, I've talked about a little bit on my vlogs as of late, but I'm having to navigate being on the trainer versus being outside. And there's so much value to being outside and experience to being outside and learning wind conditions and dealing with temperatures. But then also from like a specificity standpoint and from a metrics and analytics standpoint, in some ways for specific training, the trainer is better because you can control the zones. So for these harder workouts, Natasha and I talked about, I'm actually purposely staying on the trainer. So that way I don't have any drop in my power output, or, I might be going down a hill or things that are out of my control outside, we can nail 100% in here, which is then going to translate to just me improving over time. So that way these rides outside are easier. So going to hit a pretty hard ride today outside. I mean, on the trainer today. And then ideally, I did run on Saturday. I wanted this just to see if I could run at all. And I did run, and I had a little tenderness in the joint in here specifically, and then down here. But I'm gonna try to do a runoff again today. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna ride the bike. I got an hour and 50 minutes on the bike. No, 150 minutes on the bike, 2.5 hours. And then after this, we'll do a little runoff, see how that goes, and then we'll take you through our day.
Feel that too, because you make too much pressure to me, I make pressure to you. But I love that, I love to deal with that. But
What's happening this week is it's the World Championships for the women in Ironman for the full distance. It's in Nice, France. This is Jackie Herring. She's currently ranked world number 1 in the Ironman standings, and she is one of the raw athletes under the endurance division. So it's really cool for us to build this brand and just to be blessed and fortunate to sponsor really legitimate athletes right off the start. So right now, 3 of the girls that are all qualified for the World Championships in Nice this weekend are all ranked in the top 7. So it's really just, it's been super like fulfilling for me to be a part and build supplements that have a direct correlation to somebody's performance, especially when it's so necessary on a race course. So Chris and Natasha, they've been out there, I believe, for 2 weeks. This is their 3rd week training every day with Alice, another one of our athletes. So the girls represented are Jackie Herring, who's on here now. This is like in real time. Ironman uploaded this video 7 hours ago. Kat Matthews was also featured in this video, and she's another one of our athletes. And then Alice as well. So I've been trying to keep in touch with them as much as I can this week, just to support from afar, but also just again, like, it's really been fulfilling to build this part of the division where these supplements are such a necessity for what they're trying to do within their events.
But from yourself, you don't need to think about it. The people who come to this table, your kids, your mom, your daughter, we have a lot of we have a lot of we live a lot coach to get it wrong.
Bye. Love you, buddy. You guys have a good day, okay? Hey, make sure you drink lots of water when you get home for football, okay?
Yes, sir.
They struggled defending opposing offense in the final 2 minutes of half. They gave it up 100.
So this is kind of on par with my day in the life of eating. But again, this is hardest ride to date. Hit a new low this morning. So I just want to go through my nutrition, and I will continue to say it over and over, but I think one of the things that's helping me the most right now is proper sodium in terms of, making sure that I'm getting in adequate amounts of sodium prior to my ride and then during my ride. So my sodium intake for today so far is right at 3,500 milligrams of sodium. And then carbohydrate wise, I had a slice of sourdough toast this morning, which is 23 grams of carbs. A banana, we'll count that as 25 grams of carbs. I have 10 grams of fuel in both bottles, so that's another 20 grams of carbs total. This is just replenished in the AAs. And then I'm timing this gel, and this is what you guys didn't get to see in the day in the life because I was riding outside. So I'm timing this gel specifically prior to my harder intervals. So right now I am 3 intervals in. I got my 2 195 watt intervals in, 1 225. I'm about to enter into my second 225, and then I'm gonna go into my harder ones. So with my next rest, I'll hit this gel, 25 grams of carbs here, just to kind of really specifically time the carbohydrates to carry me through the second half of the ride and just get a good hit in. So I'm an hour and 5 minutes into the ride right now with an hour and 25 minutes left to go.
You watch videos most of the time? The whole?
Yeah, I do. I switch. Honestly, like, as weird as it is, I love watching triathlon videos when I'm training, because you see, like, for one, it gives you perspective and reference to hard work being relative. You see these pros training in zone 2 at 370 watts, and then it's like, you hear those numbers and it's like, okay, what I'm doing really isn't that hard, so just suck it up. But then I also, again, I love sports. I love connecting, catching up on sports. So I usually flip, like this morning I started off watching Cristiano Ronaldo, his YouTube channel. And then I watched some of the new updated coverage from Ironman Nice, and now I have SportsCenter on. And I always loved having SportsCenter on. I went to a college skill development class my freshman year of college, and we had a professor that he was also a sports fanatic, but he said, for studying, I encourage you guys, especially that enjoy sports or something else, to put on a cyclical show. He said, because for the first hour, you might pay attention to it, but SportsCenter is the same thing every hour from 7 to 12. He said, so then for the rest of the time, it's just gonna turn into background noise, and you're gonna be like really focused in, almost like white noise. So as these intervals get harder, I kind of do that, like I end up not even really paying attention, and it's just like sound. But then also specifically sometimes, like on Sunday's ride, for the last hour, I didn't turn anything on because I want to make sure that I'm not reliant on something to get me through these rides, because there's going to be no headphones or anything like that on race course. Just like the stacks.
Yeah, but for like.
Alright guys, so average wattage across the whole ride was 193. 50 miles, 2.5 hours. Well, that was just almost 1,700 calories. And then average heart rate throughout over the 2.5 hours was 138. Calories 1658. Guys, that was a huge day for me. You know, in the back of my mind, I wanted to like carry this through to fruition of just racing and being able to like put some legitimacy behind not only this goal, you know, my goal, you know, what we've been doing with the companies, or, you know, and Raw. And for me, for Raw, it's just like being an example of the standard that we're setting in the company, and then also being a representation of what we believe in, and then just like the brand story, the owner story that Dom and I have of our passion for endurance sport, and you know, the support of the greater story, which is the elite athletes that we have, you know, that I talked on earlier. So, you know, in the back of my mind, like the limiting factor since May has been my ability to run. And you know, I was just able to run out 30 minutes there. Very easy pace, I didn't push myself. You know, but that was also, again, that was after a 2.5 hour bike ride. So like, I'm really happy with where my fitness level's at right now. And then I can just continue to build on this and build on this. I mean, that was a conversational run the whole time. I could have talked about that whole thing. So I'm just like, I'm honestly on cloud 9 right now. You know, I told myself the first 3 minutes was a little tough. I felt it in my joint, and then I just kind of re-walked it out, stretched my quad some more. And then it felt great, and my stride felt great, and I said, I'm just gonna go. If I can go 30 minutes, I'm gonna go 30 minutes. More so, I think, just to kind of accomplish that and put that check in my mind mentally that I know that I can do this. So yeah, so we are inside of 11 weeks now from my first real race, and one that I've committed to. I signed up for last week, and it's just all systems go now, you know, so I'm really excited about that. I'm taking some HMB and some AKG post, and then I'll take all my morning supplements as well, which is like Revive Kidney, liposomal glutathione. I take some histamine stuff, which actually has been great for my allergies. My allergies in Florida have been worse than they've ever been, so I take some of that. Take a specific form of curcumin. Take some Ultra Collagen 2, and some vital support from Revive. All right, guys, we are taking Nick through a workout today for Generation Iron. They were nice enough to come down and just film his process for the Olympia. So we're doing some training footage today, some interview footage. And honestly, I'm just thankful that they are giving us a platform to kind of share a little bit of Nick's story going into the Olympia this year. So obviously there's a lot of story there. He wasn't able to compete last year, which I think is going to be a culmination, a lot of emotional culmination for us when he gets to step on stage this year, just because last year was tough with him not getting on stage. So we're gonna go through a chest workout today, do some interviews. And again, I'm so thankful that we have this facility here now where I can be in the office, jump down here, get a workout with him, you know, and then go back to work, and it doesn't really require any additional time or travel. So I'm really, really appreciative of that. So I'm gonna take you guys through this workout now. Here we go, come on. Go. Good. Contract, all the way up. Come on, hold it. Yeah. Again. Chest up. Drive. Come on. Chest up. Good, rest. Good. Drive your chest up. Come on. Come on. Slow. But we hung out Saturday. He was saying, you know, like, face looked fresh. And then like the last 2 days, I could see. And honestly, guys, you know, for those of you guys watching, I'm glad that you're seeing him flat. I can see like a lot of flatness right now in his arms. So that's one thing that we've always been pretty adamant about, is not always showing Nick in the best light or finding the best lighting in the gym or having to show post-workout pictures. You know, a lot of the pictures you see of Nick are first thing in the morning, no water, no food, no sodium. And that's just how we do it, you know. So you guys are gonna see the finished product in a little under 4 weeks. This is a truly depleted, we're pushing hard. You know, so I'm just giving you guys like kind of the environment that we're in right now. Come on. Go. Push.
I'm fatigued.
Okay, my name is Matt Jansen. I basically got my start in all of this due to my coaching and who I am as a coach, and basically the name that I created for myself in coaching. So I've coached IFBB pros since 2013. I've also coached a lot of amateur athletes to the pro ranks, and then through that I met Dom Icabone, and we have connected and have become business partners in several of our businesses together. So that's Raw, Revive, Bum Energy, and then several smaller companies as well. So that's kind of in a nutshell who I am and what I do on a daily basis in terms of coaching athletes and then also running the companies that we work together on. All right guys, so wrapping up the day here, I'm gonna go through a little bit of a core hamstring glute activation workout. Again, within the time, I'm allocating as much of my time to the actual endurance 3 phases of swim, bike, and run as much as I can. And then if I can come in here and get some touch-in work, you know, like 20 to 30 minutes of activation work, core work, glute work, because my goal now is, now that we know that I can do everything, to make sure that I'm not breaking down on the run course or just having issues flare up like tibialis issues or whatever. So I just want to make sure I'm continuing to touch on these things, activate, you know, work the small muscles, work the core, work my engagement, so that way it translates to the 3 disciplines of what I'm trying to do on race day. All right, so we're gonna go through this circuits. We're gonna move quick and just get after it and then get out of here.
you.